Hi everyone, it's the weekend-loving Andrew welcoming you back to Taekwondo Step by Step. You know, human relationships are very, very important. And some happily married couples said this about their relationship and why it's happy. The first they said was, it's very important to think before you speak. And then the second one, when you do speak, make sure that it's with nice words. I mean, don't say things that are going to be offensive. Then the third one was, never assume to be correcting your partner's mistakes or problems. Always help them instead. The fourth one is, you need to be a support and a help to each other. These are very, very important, not just for married couples, but for everyone in human relationships. Let's think about that now as we go into the revision of this week's lessons.
Alright, for one-step sparring. Until now, you learned ways to counter your opponent's kicks or punches. From now on, we'll learn how to follow up maneuvers for attacks using dollyo-chagis for actual situation.
huryo! 경계! 저장 후 경계! 준비!
Okay, in the preparatory stance, I'll get hurt if the opponent kicks me like this. But if I had stepped back quickly, his foot would have missed me and touched the ground. Now from here, you pull the front foot to the back, as such. And then bend the leg slightly while maintaining your balance. Then springing up, you kick the opponent. One word of caution is you shouldn't strain to lift your kicking leg high. Or else, your left leg would be slanting toward the ground like this, and losing your balance, you might fall down. Now we'll watch it in actual speed. It's a moment you've been waiting for, to apply your skills spontaneously in real-life situations. Now normally, when an opponent is good at feinting moves, you fall for it and get hurt. I'll teach you how you can counter such an opponent.
huryo! 경계! 저장 후 경계! 준비!
Okay, when I go in with a feinting move to lure him, notice how he avoids that and follows through with successive kicks. The lesson is when he is about to complete the moomdollyo-chagi. You avoid that by ducking and immediately do a dollyo-chagi on his body. You kick like this. We'll now watch in actual speed. Okay, now did you get that, everyone? It's time for one-step sparring. Once again, we'll be practicing the dollyo-chagi. When the opponent comes in with a yop-chagi, we'll learn how to counter that with a Twio yop-chagi.
huryo! 경계! 저장 후 경계! 준비!
Always watch the opponent attentively as you go into the basic stance. The opponent will be doing a yop-chagi like this. Now the key is to step back quickly with the extended leg, thereby avoiding his attack. You're not merely avoiding the kick, but at the same time getting ready for a counter maneuver. When the opponent misses and drops his foot to the ground, that's when you jump high and do a yop-chagi. At this instance, if you focus too much on raising your kicking leg high, you might lose your balance as the other leg will be drooping to the floor. For example, it's like this form where your balance is lopsided. So the best way is to raise both legs equally and strike with one extended leg. We'll watch it again. Now, did you get that? One-step sparring. It's that time to advance your skills through this choreographed practice. dollyo-chagi is one of the most difficult techniques in Taekwondo, so do have confidence in yourselves and practice hard.
차려! 경계! 좌우양우 경계! 준비!
Now, the opponent will try a 돌려차기 like this, aiming for my side. If I stay in place, I get hurt, but when I step back, I can easily avoid his attack. At this instant, as his foot returns to the ground, I'll bend my knee slightly and springing up, do a 돌려차기 on his face. As in previous examples, you'll lose your balance and fall down unless you lift both legs up to the same level. Something like this. So keep in mind to raise both legs up to the same level. We'll do it in actual speed now.
Now it's time for the powerhouse of Taekwondo. One-step sparring.
It's time for one-step sparring. Now everyone, you've seen in movies before how people jump and twisting their bodies kick their opponents, right? Well, this is very hard to do. We'll be practicing a similar kick for today, but if you listen and follow carefully, you can do this too.
차려! 경계! 좌우양우 경계! 준비!
Now, if an opponent does a 돌려차기, I'll be struck like this, right? But if you swiftly do a 뒷걸음, you can avoid this. And as he sets his foot down, what you first do is to lift your leg high up, and elevating your posture, you turn around to do the moomdollyo yop-chagi. The important thing to remember is not to spin your leg around, but think of it as simply lifting it. And then having your upper body raised almost vertically, you spin around and kick his face. Okay, everyone, for one-step sparring. It's hard to jump and kick your opponent, spinning your whole body around. The technique we'll be learning is called Twio moomdollyo 후려차기. You might be intimidated by the difficult moves, but you need to do it as if facing a challenge.
차려! 경계! 좌우양우 경계! 준비!
Alright, same as before, you take a step back when he kicks. Now, you lift your leg while spinning your body at the same time. This is a crucial preparatory move. Now, while also twisting your body, you then lower the left leg, and before it touches the ground, you follow up with a powerful 후려차기. We'll now watch it in actual speed. Did you get that, everyone? It's now time for Andrew to practice along with you.
차려! 경계! 준비! 맞추어 한번 경기 시작!
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of this day and a good weekend, and we're going to catch you next week. Remember to say I love you many, many times this weekend, okay? See you next Monday.